All right, we are back at it again. So today I'm going to be playing Wizards of Legend 2, seeing how far we can go. And yeah, I made a couple changes. Got my little mascot over there in the bottom right, and right above his head is my 2025 goal. So currently I'm at 66 out of 100 subscribers. Still very much in the throwing things at the wall phase of YouTube, I would say. But yeah, I'm going to try to go for 100 subs this year. So if I can get there, that would be amazing. I would be thrilled. And yeah, I'm just going to keep trying to produce content through shorts of the streams. Streaming mostly, just because honestly for me, I've tried a bunch of things so far. And this seems to be the thing that honestly gets me the most excited. So I'm going to stick to this. I've actually gotten pretty decently far in this game already, but figured I'd do it over with Mr. Sleeper as my name. So this is going to be me starting over from scratch, from the beginning. I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. That is very loud, though. Hold on.
Social interaction and
Let me start off by turning that down. Okay. Dialogue. Let's drop that down. Here. Let's drop that down to like 80. I guess if I drop the whole thing down overall, it shouldn't be that bad. So let's drop that down to 60. There we go.
gets exceedingly moody. I relate to him on many levels.
Still a bit loud. So, alright, hold on. Let's drop the dialogue to 80. Drop the whole thing down to 80, I guess. Alright. Okay, now let me try talking to her again, see how loud she ends up being.
The first Arcana I crafted ended up fizzling out on the field.
I feel
Don't
like
worry,
that's
I won't
a
let
bit
that happen
loud,
to you.
but
I've never met anyone as smart or as uptight as
that's
Mulan.
good.
She
All right.
scolds me
Either
about
way,
something every day.
yeah, like I said, so the goal for the year is going to be 100 subs. And yeah, anytime somebody sees me playing a game or wants to join along, I would be more than happy to have you. So feel free to message me. We'll get friend codes going, and then we'll yeah, we'll
making the
play together.
easier as your journey begins at.
Alright, I specifically chose this game.
Arcane Chromo fuels the Nexus's evolution. Seek it out in your adventures, and you will find its capabilities expanding far beyond your current understanding. The
Yeah,
trials are
Jeez.
only
Still
as
talking
limitless
really loud. Okay,
as our
let's just get into it.
ambitions.
I'll mess around with settings later for voice volume and all that, but yep, I'm just gonna try to see how far I can get into a solo run of this. And I specifically chose this game because of the fact that I can pause just like that. Have a friend who I'm gonna be saying goodbye to tonight, so want to be able to pause on any given moment. But yeah, I've honestly really enjoyed playing a lot of roguelites and just rogue games in general. So I might end up doing more of those on stream here. Alright, let's see. So this is the sequel, obviously, to Wizards of Legend 1, which to me is honestly going to be one of my favorite games of all time, just for nostalgia's sake and as well as for just the quality of the game. This, I want to say it was the same people, but it just doesn't quite feel like it has the same DNA, if that makes sense. I don't know, there's just something missing from it. The original game just, in my opinion, was way more challenging, way more fun. And I know they kind of wanted to emphasize the fact that, you know, oh hey, you can play with up to 4 players, but I don't know. To me, I thought the challenge in the first one and just everything about it was great. And something just doesn't quite feel the same. But nonetheless, this is the game that I chose. I will say they definitely had me hooked on this game for a while, even with all the jankiness, because before there were like run ending glitches that used to happen that they finally kind of patched up to make sure it wouldn't happen again. But that was always super frustrating to deal with, and now I'm just let's see, increased by 30. I mean, these are just good, but I don't have any earth. Do I? Yeah, no, I don't. So I'm just gonna go with that. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of trial and error for sure to get up to here, and now I feel like it's in a pretty good spot. But I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. I feel like they don't have the same heart and soul, if that makes sense. So we'll do one run of this today. Tonight, unfortunately, I won't be able to stream as long, but I'm hoping with the time that I do get to stream, I get to at least get maybe a couple interactions would be nice. And a couple things I'm going to be doing with the channel moving forward. I am going to be making a TikTok just so I can dual post, and hopefully that'll help build more I don't know, attention to the channel, so that way other people might be able to catch a short, or I don't know what TikTok calls them, but yeah, I just want to increase exposure is kind of the goal right now. Keep on practicing talking to myself for the most part too. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I will get to a spot where I kind of know my niche if I do want to start creating videos. For now, it's mostly just going to be shorts based off of what I've been experiencing in my runs or, you know, interactions. Peak has done me well. I've actually really enjoyed the Peak community a lot. Helldivers has always been a community that I've enjoyed too. So I'm hoping to get more interactions with people, find some people to play with and to game with. I'm still kind of hesitant though about interactions with just open mic, just because I know how
If you wish.
some people can be online. And I want to be a little bit more conservative in what I kind of interact with. Increasing by 40. Honestly, that's going to be really good considering I have nothing but projectiles, but that also could be really good. Especially this early. As a matter of fact, this early in the run, I feel like that's just really good. So we're going to run with this. Man. I am consistently thinking, though, about, alright, what could be my niche or what games? Okay, I'm going to turn dialogue down by a lot here. Wait, I like all my stuff.
All
I
the
like all my
Arcana
stuff.
I trade
Alright, here, hold on. Let me turn dialogue down, just because I feel like they're still talking pretty loud in this game.
are good, solid spell work. Surgeon
better.
approved, guaranteed.
Still a bit loud for me. I don't know, maybe I just have super sensitive hearing, but I feel like that's super loud. Yeah, definitely just gonna play the long game of YouTube and, you know, kind of just, or I guess streaming. It doesn't have to be YouTube if I end up finding, you know, more success somewhere else. But for now, I'm definitely just gonna give it the old college try for YouTube, not really switch up anything. Gonna play my games exclusively out of here, do all my shorts exclusively out of here. Well, I just said I'm gonna be making a TikTok, so I guess that's not true, but. Yeah. I'm going to, you know, for the most part, just keep myself as a YouTuber primarily. I think a big part of that is, I had a friend. Oh, I still have him. He's still my friend. But I have a friend who's, just been a super cool friend of mine, and I've known him since we were kids. And he started up a YouTube channel about 5 years ago. And to this day, he has been consistent at it, just working hard to produce content. And he makes actual, video experiences for people. So the amount of effort he puts in is insane, for sure, while still having a full-time job. But yeah, now he's almost close to 1 million subs. I've mentioned him multiple times before on the stream. His name is Big Gaming, and yeah, he's kind of been my motivation to kind of pursue this, because I've always enjoyed playing video games and never really found an outlet or a medium to kind of I guess increase my community through it, even though that's always something I've wanted to have. Just have not necessarily a following. That part isn't really what I'm in it for, but I definitely would love more of a community to kind of play with and to enjoy some of the games that I do love playing. So yeah, he's kind of the motivation to start the YouTube channel, and I guess some sleeper lore is that, yeah, this channel has seen many iterations of itself so far, from horror story narrations to wholesome story narrations to
I am the
oh gosh, what came after that?
Do you
It
dare?
was like video montages that were kind of done in like wholesome clips. And yeah, now this current iteration of this is streaming
My
through YouTube.
experiments have twisted your foes
I will
into
say for sure though, this is the
Nazareth
version of this that I've enjoyed the most. Kind of just skip through that. Oh wait,
Nasruddin set fancy.
accept the challenge.
Excellent.
I guess I accidentally hit no. Defeat without getting hit. Okay, well, I'm already about to lose this challenge. Jeez Louise. He's gonna be a threat. Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on. I gotta take care of that guy quick. Ah, okay, well, there you go. Yeah, I kind of figured that guy was gonna be the problem.
A valiant.
Welp. Yeah. I was gonna say, as far as relic goes, I feel like my starting relic. Again, this is pretty much a first run. I think this is the very first run out of the tutorial on this playthrough. For now, I'm just trying to increase kind of diversity. Kind of play through all the games that I have in my library, just to see if anything sticks with people, see if anyone wants to tune in to stuff. So far, the only one that's gotten, I would say, the most traction has been Peak. So more likely than not, I'll probably end up continuing that. But yeah, if I can find, I don't know, more avenues for people to find my videos through other games, I'm definitely open to experimenting. Fire Rod. Burn effects. That's good. That's decent. I think the only one worth getting is this one.
There is no value in window shopping, my friend.
Yeah, we'll get beads. We'll get beads. Alright, as far as tier list goes for bosses, I would have to say Wind Guy has got to be the hardest, in my opinion. He's like an absolute nightmare to deal with. Especially if he's the last one you fight. I'm gonna skip that dialogue.
winds take me.
Yeah, I'm kind of just prioritizing speed at the moment. See, I was talking all that smack about him being... Actually, no, I wasn't talking that smack. I was hyping this man up. And rightly so. But, yeah, this guy absolutely smokes me. And with each boss you beat in this game, the bosses afterwards get harder.
But you feel its power.
Jeez. Jeez. Okay. Okay. I'm about to go down. What a run. What a run. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to take some Oh my gosh. I was like, no way. Man, you. No!
Shall
No!
we meditate on why you failed to overcome?
Ah! That was close. That went about as well as I thought it was going to go against him. Especially being this early in the game of this run, I'm not really... Oh, wait, that was actually the first time I went down? Was that the tutorial run? I think it might have been, actually. That or the first one after the tutorial where you actually get to talk to this guy. We will for sure be seeing this guy
So you're the one everyone's
at the end of these
whispering
runs.
about. You think you're worthy of the title Wizard of Legend? Bold. They whisper my name across the Trials.
Oh,
Hieronymus.
and that's the other issue with this game.
But here's the truth.
This guy
To claim that title,
sucks.
you'll have to face me. Are you prepared?
And I'll
to
explain
be
why
anything
after he's
more
done
than a
monologuing.
footnote in my story?
So, okay, in the first Wizards of Legend, you play against, like, the kind of final boss that you gotta deal with is a guy named Surax. And he's the Chaos Wizard. And this is supposed to be, like, this game's equivalent of it. Everybody in the game so far has been referencing Surax. Like, oh, he was, you know, the other element. And he's the one who, I guess in this storyline, trains up the current elemental masters.
Alethea is rather young.
And you never get to interact with
But
Surax.
she's
You
doing
only
good
get to
work.
fight Hieronymus. And Hieronymus just has a personality that I don't care for. He's just very curmudgeonly. He's very cocky. And in the first game, it was kind of just like you're having a flashback montage on previous times where, you know, during the time of not Hieronymus, of Surax, you're getting to actually go up against him. And if you beat the game, I guess I can kind of spoil the whole story, but I mean, the game is a, you know, older game for one, and it's not really that story oriented. You kind of piece together the story, but yeah, it was cool because it's like, oh, you get to witness the Wizard of Legend by going essentially back in time and fighting against them to get back to your current timeline in history, because it's all viewed from like a museum. But this guy, because you're basically living in this, you know, world, in this reality, and this is peak wizard right now, and he's lame. He doesn't really I don't know, it's like it doesn't feel good beating up an old guy. It's like one of those lose-lose situations where it's like
inside one.
if you beat him, it's like, okay, well, he's an old guy who's just cocky and, you know, yeah, he's strong, but there's just not like a satisfaction. Whereas like Surax, he had the cloak, he barely said anything, he just had 2 phases, and that second phase would like mess you up insanely. Like, it felt good beating that guy. Not quite with this one though. Alright, I have no idea what to build. So I know what item, in my opinion, is the best, but I don't have it yet. And none of these are really all that great either. I mean, I guess... How many fire do I have? 1, 2, 3. I guess I'll just run that for now. Oh! Okay, now y'all are just hearing my complaints about this game. The other issue that I have with this game is that, yeah, in the first game, there was things called agents and seekers, and they don't really have that in this one, which sucks, because I really enjoyed those. Alright, let's just run that. Let's just... Yeah, I'm just going to keep spamming stuff, because honestly, nothing I get right now really matters. We're just going to try to speed run through this. Get a bunch of stuff here. And whatever I get's whatever I get. Alright.
If you go
Cool.
with a bolt rail, remember to channel and feel the lightning. You are one with your arcana.
Alright. Let's try another run of that.
Greetings, wizard. I,
this
Hieronymus, will
guy.
be your guide to the trials of legend.
This guy's lame.
Of course I'm qualified to do this. I'm the Wizard of Legend, you know. Anyway, you're the first wizard I've guided in a while, so you get a nickname. I'm gonna call you Waffles. Get ready.
Yeah, see, it's comments like that where it's like, eh. I actually really miss the old way where they had it, where it was just the old, like, kind of Sims, like, not Sims, but almost Undertale's like dialogue where, you know, they'd say something, but they'd also make like in-game noises that weren't actual language. It was just to indicate that they're talking. I kind of miss that. This game kind of prioritized things that honestly I didn't really care for too much. I just took a hit. One of those being voice acting. I mean, the voice acting was was fine. I didn't mind that at all. But, and especially some of these voice actors, like the voice actor for Sir Jeek sounds amazing in this game. Dang. These two can just take a hit. Heyo. Alright. So far we're doing good. I think I see a concurrent viewer. Andrew Barty! Yo, you're gonna get me into video games. You're the only gamer stream that I will ever watch. Much appreciated, Andrew. Yeah, man. As you can see on my screen here, I'm actually trying to go for 100 subs this year. It's kind of my goal. So, slowly working my way up there. Slowly building a community through this. And, oh, yeah, I do these little things at the end of these. I think you heard the very first one I did way back when, where I say like a, I don't know what to call it yet, like a Mr. Sleeper mini message. I don't know what sleeper send off, but basically I just say like some positive thing based on the game that I'm playing, kind of like a uplifting message to give people. But yeah, no man, we're doing it. Sometimes you'll see Mr. Waker on here. I'm sure if you've heard his voice, you know exactly who it is. He's another one of our tall friends. I'm doing well. Well, thank you. I'm trying. I will say it's a whole lot at this phase of the game. It's a whole lot of learning how to talk to yourself. I'm literally just
So far, so good. But how long will
you know, kind of
Waffles
pretending
last?
like there's a chat.
Any bets, my dear? Don't give me that face.
Do a lot of,
Defend my
hey chat, what's your
friend
favorite? I do a lot of fake conversations like that. But one day, the goal is hopefully I can build a community out of this, and then yeah, that way I'm not really just talking to myself. But happy that you're online, man. I would let's say whenever you get a chance, let me know. I'd love to actually get a phone call with you, even though I just saw you not that long ago. Oh, and today's the day that we're kind of gonna get the place to ourselves. So literally starting pretty much Thursday, we're gonna be doing a ton of renovations. And yeah, we'll finally have Mrs. Sleeper, you know, moving out of more than just the bedroom. Okay, that probably sounded really bad for if this stream ever gets viewed by somebody else. So what I mean by that is that my wife is a stay-at-home student at the moment, so she doesn't really move outside of the bedroom too much. That sounded way more sussy than I intended that to be.
If you think this tournament is a simple
Oh, baby, there he is.
wrong.
Sir Jeek.
This is the art, a stage for artistic expression, where Arcana becomes the brush tournament in the floating lands.
Oh, that's wild.
The trials of legend. may
There's
test
like a
your
weird
will, but no
dialogue
tournament
glitch.
is where
Yeah, listen to that voice acting on this guy. Ugh. I remember back in the day I had dreams of being a voice actor, but my voice sounds like a
wherever
squeaky
it
violin
becomes part
compared
of
to
the
someone
art.
like this.
Oh, and the first
So I
rule
just
of the
decided to try
tournament,
streaming instead.
don't talk about it.
With the
Some things are
mascot.
best left a mystery.
Alright. Let's get into it. Yeah, this guy is ridiculously cracked to go up against. Although it looks like they nerfed him a lot. Jeez, he used to be able to just smoke you and dang near one shot. Had a crazy amount of health too. I'm actually really glad to see that they nerfed him.
You took the spotlight this round,
Yep.
but the tournament is not over yet. You want to master the art of blending
Heyo.
performance with Arcana. There's more to learn about the art.
Well, at some point here soon, I'm probably gonna get to test out my. This is one of my first podcast episode with a couple of friends of mine. So yeah, I had to pretend we were going to have more than 14 viewers. Gotta love starting projects. That's exciting, dude. Yeah, I remember when we first started talking about that. I was about to say, drop me the link in the chat for that, dude. I'd love to listen to it. And did you actually get 14 people? Or are you saying you had to pretend like you had more than 14 people? If you had 14 people on your starting podcast, which I actually, now that I think about it, it's a podcast, so I don't even know how. I don't know how you'd have people actively listening unless you had a live audience. But yeah, if you had 14 people on your first podcast for anything, unless you were a celebrity, to me that's, or had like a social media following prior, that's huge, dude. I'm about to say, I remember when I was just fighting to get like a subscriber and a view. But yeah, definitely drop that in the link, dude. I would love to hear, unless it's like in production currently, in which case that makes sense. Man, look at us. Look at us creating content. What a world. Yeah, I definitely would not have ever seen myself doing this for sure. Heyo. Much appreciated. I'm actually very excited to hear that. Look at you chasing your dreams, man. Well, I don't know if it's your dream, but look at you chasing this project that may be inspired by your dreams. And yeah, man, the big thing is just staying consistent, really, because, I mean, last time we talked just about, like, where you were going to start from. I think I was at, you know, not even 50 subs.
In a few years.
But slowly but surely, man. Just keep plugging away, keep working on content, and you get to a point where hopefully maybe something clicks. Or, more importantly than that, you're doing something that you enjoy that you can keep sustaining. And then trying to figure out, like, okay, how do I get this in front of people? That was pretty much the first half of my monologue before you joined today, too. I was like, oh man, how do I get this content in front of more people that might be interested? So making a TikTok next, making a, gonna be joining Reddit pages and basically just like, not spamming my, my account, but that one.
Please take good care of
Not
your
spamming
rabbits.
my account, but basically just finding, you know, Reddit pages where people might be interested in the kind of games I'm playing, just saying like, hey, open to play with anyone. I stream on YouTube. If you want to join me, feel free to. I'm kind of hoping if I play a game with them, maybe I'll get subs that way, just by literally finding people to play with.
I'll trade you for another Arcana
But this one for
shield.
sure is more of just a, I'm not really playing this one for the social aspect today. I'm playing this one for the ability to pause. Just because I have a farewell today that I'll be doing. And a phone call with somebody from Colorado. So I want to be able to kind of end this game on any given note. Oh, baby. What I really need to do is find a single game that people just want to see consistently. I feel like Peak is going to be that, but I don't know if anybody wants to watch a solo Peak run.
Not bad, Waffles. You're doing pretty well for the first timer.
Although I guess that's technically how I got my first couple viewers anyway. I literally just started up a Peak stream and somebody joined and was like, hey, can I play? Ah, yes. Laughing,
Fire beasts
I
don't
think,
hold
Hispanic
back,
woman
and neither
that
should
uses
you.
fire. She also has a great voice actor. Gosh, I'm so jealous of people with great voices. I happen to know someone with a great voice in this chat even. See, I'm not I don't got that podcast voice. At best, I have at best I have like gamer voice and mannerisms. Like right now as I'm hyper stressed out about this game. Oh my gosh. Jeez. There's so much happening on this screen. Oh yeah, and as far as tier list goes for bosses, I would put her at middle of the pack. Gaming, epic gaming. All right, we're cooking. We're cooking, chat. We are absolutely cooking. I have 17 health.
If you fell, I was going to send you back with some dragon scales for Nazardin. He's been really accommodating to me and my beasts. He deserves some thanks.
What a kind person. She's saying, she basically said, you know, I really thought you were gonna die there, so I was gonna have you run an errand for me. Damage of the arrow increases with each. It has 3 turns. Okay. I sure do love having the same health bar of a wet paper towel. Like a non-brawny paper towel right now. I honestly think if one of these things hit me, I'd be dead. If a Goomba were to hit me right now, I'd be dead. It sure would be nice to get past the first 2 bosses, though. You know what I'm saying? I want to turn around and get Mrs. Sleeper's attention. Mrs. Sleeper, guess who's on the chat right now? So you can have a conversation with whoever's in there if you wanted. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. I'm also hitting with pillows right now. I'm basically not doing any damage to anything. Alright, well I'm definitely gonna die. So I'm just going to pick something wild. Critical chance increased by 15%. Reduces all healing received. You will gain gold. That was pretty good. If I had any semblance of lifesteal in this game, that would be fantastic. All the arcane iron cooldown. Yep. I got nothing here. I'm gonna die. This is all damaged by 50. I guess. Honestly, there's not even a point to this. Screw it, 15% crit chance. I'm already gonna get smoked here anyway.
They might be right.
Oh my gosh. I sure do love living. Yep. Oh my gosh. This is it, chat. This is where this run fin end. Oh baby. Sweet note too. Alright. Ooh. Oh wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh. I have no HP. I was about to say 2. I have 0 HP. Wait, what the heck? What the heck? I have no idea what brought me back. Oh my gosh. Can I not have a mini boss for no reason? Okay, I have no idea what brought me back there. Oh, it was this thing. Okay, so if I had 200 gold, so now I'm basically back, but I'm horribly broke. Wow. What an honor. If you were to die and get resurrected based off of your number of money you had at the end of your life, I'm sure that would... all the Scrooge McDucks of the world would be like, you know what? Now's my time to shine. Just eternally live through the power of greed. Oh, baby. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably gonna be where the run's gonna end. I'll probably do this, say my little Mr. Sleeper mini message for the night, and then call it for this stream. Kinda wish I could have gotten on longer, but today's been a busy day. And yeah, lots of changes today. Gonna say goodbye to someone who I guess I've known for almost 4 years now. Kind of weird to think about.
Is that the...
Oh boy, I'm broke.
I've been considering...
Oh boy, my run can continue.
Rewards program. Unfortunately, I need the Lenovan Merchant Guild's approval first.
Oh wait, I'm being an actual Neanderthal at the moment. I'm not even paying attention to my screen. Which is clearly laden with level 1 Goomba enemies. Oh, baby.
Wielden.
I am broke.
You'll come back again.
I don't know why I keep going up to merchants like I have any semblance of cash. Oh, baby. We're cooking. Oh, this is awful. Okay, well. Okay, this is most likely where the run's gonna end right here. This is I think this is like the second boss you interact with. That health bar sure did look nice while it was full. It is Akram and Bahadur. It's Akbar and jeez. Nice beefy hit for 25 damage. Okay. We're cooking. We're cooking them. You're bad. Alright, now we're just spamming buttons. We're spamming buttons. See, this is why you run projectiles. I'm sure there's some absolute cracked players in this game who use nothing but close range things. I am not that. I am an absolute coward. Oh my god. See what I'll tell y'all about my health bar. Can I stun him? Can we get a stun? Can I please? Ugh! Okay. Oh my gosh. Yep. I literally just got steamrolled by a rock.
He squashes you.
That's on my bucket list for top 5 ways I want to die. Alright. I literally got fricasseed there. Okay, well, let's go to the merchant. I'll pull up my Mr. Sleeper mini message. And then we'll call that a stream for today. Unfortunately, not as long as I would have liked. Today's honestly going to be less than an hour, which not optimal. I'm honestly tempted to do just like one more speed run, frankly, just because this will have been, I think, my shortest stream if I do that. I'm debating it. But for now, let's talk to this lady.
Sand mages make their orbs with bits of chaos magic? Fascinating, isn't it?
Nope. Nope. Dang. I mean, let's just get all this crap out of here.
You've claimed the fist of the Magi. Now, what will you hit?
Bahat. Before you go, I wanted to ask if you have any feedback about my tournament. Gotta
Alright.
improve somehow.
Literally just because
Hello,
I
Wizard.
don't
am
want to end the
Hieronymus,
stream
Wizard of
on...
Legend, and
I'd like to get closer to an hour. So we're going to do a 20-minute speed run,
while I'm gone.
and I'm going to end the stream. What can I say? I really enjoy streaming. Where's a good place to be? Alright, chat. I really need to practice my monologuing skills, though, as far as, like, asking questions. Have you ever tried to get... I have, actually. They've been on multiple times. And this is answering your question, Andrew. So, the funny thing is when you rewatch these streams, the chat isn't there. But to answer your question, the first name there goes by Mr. Waker, and the second name there goes by Noob, or Mr. I forget what we called him, but yeah, he just goes by his like Noob Fail name on Discord. But yes, I have done a couple streams with them. I've also done streams with absolute strangers. Actually, okay, so this was cool. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, I actually did a stream for the first time with 2 people international. So the first time I ever did like somebody joined my game, and it was from, you know, it was, the first guy was from the UK and the second guy was from the Netherlands. And that was just a cool experience. I was like, oh snap, these guys are like in completely different parts of the world. Which I guess obviously that's true just because it's a video game, but you know, at that moment in time, you know, I'm interacting with someone from the UK and another guy who, like, in his time zone, it was like 4 a.m. Because I guess the Netherlands is obviously way ahead of where we're at as far as time goes. So, yeah, I interact pretty regularly with a... He's a younger guy, I would say. I don't know. I'm not going to guesstimate his age, but he's pretty cool. His name's Xander. He was actually in my very first stream, and yeah, Mr. Waker was in my very first stream as well, and he will occasionally play Peak with me. Probably if you have seen any of those streams, or you know, see those streams in the future, you'll probably see him playing. I typically play with him for that game. Oh baby. Do you have any games? I'm about to say, if you play anything, well, I actually don't know if you do. I know you have a laptop. That's about all I know. If you have any games, I'd be more than happy to play those as well. Even it doesn't even have to be like a video game in this sense. Even if it's just like a computer game, I'm able to just stream, you know, my browser essentially. So I don't know. I have no idea what kind of games you would play. If I had to guess, all right, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here. Well, I guess an educated guess now that I think about it. If I had to take an educated guess, you strike me as a guy who only plays soccer games if you're gonna play a video game. Let me know in the chat if I was right. Whenever you end up hearing that. I'm not much of a gamer, I don't have anything. Oh, and that's another thing that's kind of lame. What the heck was that? That's another thing that's kind of lame about this chat too. It's like slightly behind. Yes. So like as I'm talking to you, I'm probably like a minute ahead of where you're actually at. Potentially, I don't know. Sometimes it's pretty accurate, other times it's like right on the money. Like earlier in the chat, I feel like we were talking pretty much in real time.
Enchantment is not just for looks, you know? It goes beyond that.
Yes. But yeah, dude, thank you for joining the stream. I would have been doing this regardless, but I think that's kind of why I enjoy streaming the most right now. I'd be playing video games anyway, I feel like, and this just kind of gives me a way of connecting with people through it. People know in my circle of, you know, hey, you know, I'm going to be online, so if you see me online, you know, just tune in. Because, you know, sometimes texts, it just gives people another medium to interact with me, I feel like, and I'm sure you are acutely aware of the kind of human being I am, so you know that I don't even have, like, really any social media or anything like that, so this is just my way of, for one, building, I don't know, a nest of people to be able to, or not a nest, what am I trying to say here? It gives me a way for people to interact with me, strangers or not. Instead of me just, you know, playing a video game by myself, which I'm now realizing how many years of my life I've gone doing that. What am I doing?
You might
I am being an actual monkey gamer.
I hope
Okay, this is the item.
choice.
This is the run. This is the run, chat.
Regret is simply one more lesson.
He's got to make it to 20 more minutes of streaming. 20 more minutes of streaming. Oh, baby. Dang it.
Well, now, relics aren't meant to only be looked at. You aren't weirded out by them like Farron was, are you?
That guy has an ex named Farron, and their lore is that they were once married and he kind of seemed like a jerk, so they got unmarried. Oh, here's another fun fact for you, Andrew, if you're still listening. So in this game, or I started looking up like what words you should and should not say.
I see the flames call
So
out
eventually, if
to
I
you.
do get monetized, you know, I would
right
like to
together.
avoid these words. And apparently, one of those is any variation of the S word, which makes sense. And when I say the S word, I mean like the unspawn yourself message, if you get what I'm saying. The unalive yourself word is what I'm trying to say.
Do you like it hot?
So yeah, I've found variations of that same word that I will say instead. Like unspawn, despawn yourself. Not that I usually use those phrases anyway. But yeah, if I were to use them. Cooking, gaming, go down, please. Easy, easy money. If I were to use those phrases, that's the type of phrasing that I would use instead.
You've got a certain spark, Master Sirax.
See, there it is, Master Sirax. That person in this game that's goated. It's like they're just debating you the entire time. They keep talking about Master Sirax and then you never interact with them. At least when I beat the game. Because I beat the game a couple times now, and not once, under any condition, do you get to see him. I would love if I'm wrong, and there was like a secret update that happened not too long ago, and they fixed that, where you get to fight
I conspire
him again.
with every
But, yeah, as it stands... Oh, wait, what am I doing? These guys could actually cook me! That guy's gotta go. Oh my gosh. Please. Not like this.
And we have a new maestro. The way your arcana lit up the arena was a true testament to the art.
Alright,
It
well,
nearly brought
I
a
definitely
tear to my
don't...
eye.
I definitely don't think, especially after that, I'm gonna hit the 20-minute mark. But honestly, this is a good spot to end. after this death, which probably is not going to be much longer because I am playing like an actual baboon. Oh my gosh! I'm spamming. I'm spamming. This. I have no range. I lost my range. Okay, I'm definitely not upgrading that ever again. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Oh my gosh. See, this is a guy who's gonna end me right here. Oh, never mind. I have 10. I have 10.
Let's see what
Nothing you give me is
Esme
going
made
to
Earl
save
tea to help
me.
sleep, but it gave me the
Literally
weirdest
the
dream.
only thing. Wait, do I still have that one item? Oh wait, I have one item to bring me back from the dead. I can be ballsy. I can risk the biscuit. I'm a gamer. Oh my gosh, I'm a monkey. I'm an actual idiot. I really thought I was something, chat. That's what I get. Alright, well, now I lost an ability. Okay, I'm about to lose another one. Oh gosh. I'm not gonna be able to use this in time. Lame. Actually lame. Yeah, if there's one thing I'm not good at for sure, it's sports games. But for sure, have never even played a soccer game. Oh. Actually, on that note, Andrew, I was about to say, ever since I've moved back, I will say one of the things that's really sucky is that kind of our earlier iteration of our group that would hang out, we would always, you know, go outside, play a sport, you know, really enjoy the weather and each other's company. Ever since I've come back, we have not done a dang thing outside, which is extra lame. No volleyball, no frisbee, no nothing. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh, that was so much damage. But yeah, no, that was one thing that I definitely missed. Shoot, I even had that in Colorado, and I was sleep deprived out there. Oh, okay, you know, maybe I'm just throwing at this point.
Don't mind the
Wait, no way. We're gaming, chat. I'm a literal king amongst men.
That relic is practically an
I
investment
truly
in your future glory.
am a peak
And
specimen
naturally, my
of a
own
human
fortune.
being who has nothing to worry about or fear. Okay. Okay, alright. See, look at me. I have nothing to fear. Yo, this next boss fight though, this boss fight right here. Wait, this is gonna be the same boss that cooked me last time. Alright. Well, that's perfect anyway, because we're coming up on 53 minutes into the stream. You know what? I'm gonna choose to die here. That's it. Whatever happens next, chat, what you're about to witness next is literally my own choice. I'm gonna throw. And it's gonna happen with this boss fight. If it looks like I died, it's because I intentionally wanted to. I'm just gonna sandbag a little bit here. And by sandbag a little bit, I mean I'm gonna make it look like this man absolutely smoked me and I couldn't even get him to 50% health. You know what? Hold on. Let me lock in real quick. Let me get at least 50%. I want at least 50% down. Was that 50? Oh wait, I'm still alive! See, I told you! I'm cooking! I'm cooking! You know what? I changed my goals. I mean, oh wait, I'm still alive! What the heck? I have 2 abilities left. I literally can hit him with a melee attack and that's it. You know what? I'm about to show you what a real gamer is right now. Don't call it a comeback, chat. Don't call it a comeback, chat. Chat, don't you dare call it a comeback. This is it. Sweet Neptune. Oh no, come on.
You don't seem to have gotten any.
Well, there it was. There I am, Mr. Sleeper. But I'm telling you though, that was intentional. I'm telling you though, I wasn't even trying. I literally sandbagged and I knew I was going to go down there. 100% chat. Alright, I would say that's a good place to end it. So, for tonight's Mr. Sleeper message, again, I'm going to come up with a better name, I promise. But for now, I'm just going to call it a Mr. Sleeper message. It's going to deal with Wizards of Legend, which is the game that I'm currently playing. So what I love about Wizards of Legend is that it's all about combos. One spell on its own, I'll even pause this. One spell on its own might be fine, but when you link them together, that's when the real power shows. You dash, you cast, you chain it all, and suddenly you're stronger than you realized. Life works the same way. On its own, a single good choice or a small effort might not seem like much, but when you start stringing them together, when you keep showing up, stacking one small win on another, it becomes something powerful. The progress sneaks up on you, and suddenly, you're further along than you thought. So don't get discouraged if today only felt like one small step. One spell, one choice. Tomorrow you'll add another and another. And just like in this game, those little links will build into something legendary. So keep casting, keep chaining. You're building something stronger every time. And yeah, just kind of like how we were discussing, Andrew, it's these small steps that kind of, through consistency, end up building something really amazing long term. So that's going to be my stream for tonight. Thank you for anyone who showed up or anyone who watches this later on, even if it's just through the shorts that I post later. The goal is still going to be the same, 100 subs by the end of 2025. And I hope you all have a great rest of your night. And yeah, hopefully this next stream will be much longer. I think my longest one was 4.5 hours, but it was a blast the entire time. So yeah, if you see me online, say hello. I'm always happy to chat, always happy to game with whoever wants to do it. And yeah, have a good night.